Next up, U.S. President Donald Trump is facing pushback over a proposed $1.8 billion fund, with sharp criticism coming from both Democrats and also members of his own Republican Party. The so-called anti-weaponization fund was created through a settlement between the Justice Department and the Internal Revenue Service and was meant to compensate people who claimed to be victims of lawfare and government weaponization. Critics warn the money could end up benefiting political allies or even people convicted over the January 6th Capitol riot. Following the backlash, the Trump administration has put the fund on hold, while a federal court has also temporarily blocked the program. Lawmakers from both parties are now calling for the plan to be scrapped permanently. Now, joining us live to tell us more is retired Major General Dr. Rajan Kochar, a senior strategic and international affairs expert, joining us live from New Delhi. Sir, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's dive right in. With regards to this weaponization fund, essentially, I believe the conflict comes down to from what I've seen from reports at least, taxpayer money. Can you essentially enlighten us on how this weaponization fund would essentially benefit people or not? Tell us more.
See, the very basis of this fund, Roshan, was that it was supposed to benefit the people because that was the premise. This fund was started, the people who were targeted by the federal agencies and things like that. So, but possibly Trump is now backing out. Firstly, is that a federal judge has temporarily blocked the implementation of this fund because there were complaints about it. Possibly it would go into the wrong hands. Secondly, there has been a Republican resistance also from within his own party, as well as several uh, senators has viewed this as politically damaging. So I think with these uh, primaries also coming in, Trump does not want to create a situation where you see unnecessarily politics will get involved in the disbursement of this fund. And then a broader Repu- Republican priorities have also have been towards immigration and border security funding packages. So I think those uh, uh, priorities also are being reworked upon, on which this weaponization fund is getting a backseat. And lastly, uh, if we carry out a strategic assessment of this entire thing, it appears to be less ideological and then pragmatic. The administration appears, uh, this is what I can understand, to have concluded that preserving a political capital for immigration, economic policy, foreign affairs is more important than defending a controversial compensation mechanism. So this episode clearly demonstrates that even in a Trump-dominated Republican Party, institutional resistance remains possible when measures are perceived as politically costly. So, from a political point of view, totally, I think this decision has been taken.
Essentially, when it comes down to helping the people, there is, of course, the fact that there is a requirement for fiscal necessities as well. What else do you believe can be done in your experience in India, for example, say soldiers who were essentially assigned to a war? Are there more services that are involved to essentially help rehabilitate them to normal living standards as well? Tell us more.
I think this is a very interesting question because rehabilitation of the soldiers, especially the war wounded, uh, I think is a very, very important concern of all of us. And I think all the countries are working towards it. We have, uh, uh, especially in our own country, we have specific reservations for them, like people who have been wounded in war, or who are handicapped, or have the wound medals and all that. They are given reservations in government jobs, special considerations like a government provides them with a petrol pump, or some gas agency, or some kind of a highway a toll tax contract, or some kind of a security agencies are given to them. So these are the kind of measures, maybe not in purely monetary terms. Of course, they will get those monetary packages the day they get wounded and things like that. That is one part of it. The second part is they are given some specific employment opportunities and some specific contracts wherein they can uh, generate an income for themselves, and a kind of a assured income. Like I mentioned to you, petrol pumps are given, and gas and agencies are given. So this is happening in our country. Apart from that, the state governments also look after them by giving them plots of land, or flats, or apartments at a concessional rate, which are exclusively reserved for this particular type of a contingency. So these are the measures I think are available in India, and should also be available in other countries.
Right. Mr. Kochar, please stay with us. We'll be right back with you.